we are in Colorado right now, somewhere in the Rockies. I'm not quite sure where. We are property hunting, looking for our bigger property so that we can expand and start properly homesteading, because where we live right now, we are kind of limited on space and availability of agricultural items and such, as well as there's hurricanes every like 3 months that just tear everything to bits. Places we've checked so far:
Arkansas, we've been to Tennessee, Virginia,
a little bit of Virginia,
Louisiana. That's it?
Yeah, I think so. Trying to get out of Louisiana because A, it is extremely hot there, and B, like I said, hurricanes come every 3 months or so and just tear it all to bits. We like Tennessee and Arkansas. Tennessee's a little limited on what's available for property right now. She really likes Arkansas.
Yes, I do. It's cheaper.
It is cheaper for sure, especially between Tennessee and Colorado are kind of even as far as price goes, but Arkansas was just significantly cheaper. As far as what we're looking for in a region like this, probably a minimum of 10 acres. We're seeing a lot of 40-acre ranches and such for actually fairly reasonable prices, so that would be phenomenal. We're not exactly counting on that, but that would be best case scenario if anything, because somebody does want cows.
I'm a baby.
This is what we're driving, looking at right now. Going to the first property of the day. And this is just what it looks like everywhere out here. We've driven 4 or 5 hours in every direction, and this is exactly what it looks like. You want to go with your concerns?
Yes. I do. And what are my concerns? The wind.
The wind, the ground, no green.
There's not a lot of... There's not there's not a lot of greenery, which is what I like. It's more like desert looking, and reminds me a lot of Las Vegas. Like kind of barren.
A lot of that's probably this time of year though too. It is the middle of the winter.
Yes. But there's also like a lot of rocks and not a lot of grass. Anywhere.
There's grass.
I haven't seen
Just
any grass.
not in the big
I've just seen
desertous region that
cows
we're in right
are
now.
just chomping on rocks. Just chomping.
Cows are not eating rocks.
Yes, they are. Where we are right now, there's like nothing stopping the wind, so it's just like wind blowing aimlessly, and that makes me think there's going to be like a lot of like sandstorms and stuff, and then like sand's just going to be blowing into your house. Also, the altitude is so high here that you are more prone to you are more prone to getting sunburned, and
lack of evidence.
no, the UV lights, the
UV lights.
Yes, the UV.
There's more than one sun here.
Yes, the UV rays are more prominent here, so you're more likely to get sunburned.
The place that she's talking about right now, where we are, we're in like this really big valley where the Great Sand Dunes National Park is. So the wind comes in off the mountains. It's not this windy everywhere around here, but this valley itself is extremely windy.
Yeah, they have winds from 2 different directions.
And we almost got blown over walking through the national park yesterday.
We did. And our ears got frozen off.
Aside from that, the rental company, for some very strange, dumb reason, gave us a Jeep with 4-wheel drive in a place where there's all kinds of mud trails and such. So Alina get to go mudding for the first time yesterday.
I did, and I almost died.
You didn't almost die. You
I
did really
almost
good.
died.
You did. I'm proud of you.
I almost died.
I'm proud of you. You didn't almost die.
Yes. We were on the side of a mountain, and I almost died. And a boom.
But we're about an hour or so out from our first property, and we'll try to record some stuff as we look at each of the properties and see how it goes. As we were driving around, we got to see some of the beautiful and abundant wildlife that Colorado has to offer. Herds of deer like this roam freely and uninterrupted all hours of the day or night. Another unique to the region animal we got to see was the pronghorn antelope. We saw a couple more than this one, but they usually don't come close enough to get on camera, and when they do, they quickly change their mind. Other animals like these buffalo couldn't care less about your existence. They were surprisingly close to residential areas, but not quite as close as these white-tailed deer that just wander into the middle of town and take naps wherever they so please. The animal I was most excited about, though, were these bull elk. Getting to see them was a surreal experience and really reassured us that we were looking in the right places. After all, one of the reasons we're moving is so that we can connect with nature in ways that we can't where we currently live. Alright, update on the property search yesterday. Went pretty well. We got to look at some of the properties. Other properties we could not find because they did not exist on the map because they were so far away and so remote in the mountains and whatnot.
We also don't have a realtor, so like it's really awkward to be creeping on people's property.
There's that too.
And we're in like a bright yellow Jeep, so it's not like we can hide.
You can't see me. Some of the properties were usable. Some of them, the land was too steep, so we wouldn't have been able to use it for anything that we want to do with like livestock and such. As far as the good news, though, is we've narrowed down the area that we know we want to be in. It's a really cool area. There's a lot of wildlife. We got to see a herd of bull elk. That was pretty surreal. A bunch of buffalo. There was a ton of deer just everywhere.
Yeah.
And we got to see an antelope, which I didn't think we would get to see while we were here.
It had a cute fluffy butt.
And it was fast.
Yeah.
The only thing Alina doesn't like about it is there's no chicken nuggets. There's not a lot of chain restaurants and whatnot, which I'm okay with. I don't need a McDonald's. But Alina lives off of chicken nuggets and Starbucks.
I do need chicken nuggets, and there's no Chick-fil-A around here. But I can make my own chicken nuggets.
What about your Starbucks?
I can drive 3 hours away to go get Starbucks.
So aside from that, today we're going back to the area that we found, and we're gonna take a look around the town that's out there, check out some of the local amenities, get a feel for the people that are there, and see what we can find. Moving forward, we'll try to keep you guys updated on whatever we... That's not a moose.
No, it's moose.
Oh,
Like a moo.
the moo, not the mooses.
But there's more than one moo. Like moose.
But it's not the mooses.
It's not the mooses.
But
We
is it the
haven't seen a moose yet.
We have seen the gooses though.
We have seen the gooses, but no mooses.
What was this?
And no foxes.
No foxes either.
And no mountain lions.
Yeah, mountain lions. We'll get there though.
Yes.
But like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by a cow.
Oh, baby moo. There's a lot of baby moo.
Moving forward, we'll try to keep you guys updated on what we find, where we find, and how the search goes. Pretty much until then, we're just gonna keep on looking.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
We've got a lot to learn and a long way to get there, so stay tuned as we build a better future together.